Man, um, right now, something just came across my threshold, my timeline, that I felt like I wanted to look into and see what it's about because new footage of everything that happened with PnB Rock just got released, and that's probably because everybody involved with the case got convicted and whatnot. So the documents not sealed no more. People probably went out, got it, sold it, or the people that's probably releasing it is probably the ones that went out and got it. I don't think they're gonna show the actual situation. I hope not, because this video is coming from YouTube. But yeah, we about to just jump into it and see what happened, like step by step, for real, for real.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been 2 years since the murder of rap star PnB Rock in broad daylight. He was from Germantown, you may recall. He was shot and killed.
That fact, I just realized I don't even think I gave a breakdown of what happened. Just to give a quick breakdown, quick insight on the situation. PnB Rock was in California, went to a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in a not so good area of town. He pulled up in, I believe, a Maybach. It was a blue car. It was a like blue or green. It was something bright. Pulled up in a Maybach with his girl, went to go get something to eat, and they tried to take his jewelry off of him. You feel me? Yeah, that's the breakdown of what happened. Now let's jump back into it. Wait, before you skip this part of the video, y'all like good quality clothes at a decent price? Y'all tired of being taxed by all these other streetwear brands, all these other companies, and y'all tired of waiting 20 years for that product? Well, you at the right place, because who beat the price? We do. So make sure y'all check out my Instagram. Y'all can text this number on the screen to be added to my SMS list, or y'all can just go follow the gram and be updated from there. You feel me? I'm not gonna force y'all to join no list unless y'all want to be early, because everything is pre-made, which means we'll sell out really fast. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this video. We're about to get back to it in 3, 2.
Eating lunch at a restaurant in Los Angeles, and now there's new exclusive video coming out that sheds light on what really happened that day. The news magazine True Crime News is devoting a special edition tonight to the never-before-seen videos. The host of the True Crime News, Anna Garcia, joins us live here right now at CBS News Philadelphia. So Anna, tell us about this video, this surveillance video.
So it's got two components to it. One is the actual shooting, the murder. And what that video very clearly shows is that PnB Rock, Rakim Allen, never stood a chance, because the shooter came in, put the gun up, asked for the jewels, and within seconds he was already shot. So the opportunity to hand over the $500,000 in jewelry wasn't even there. And PnB Rock was carrying a gun. He had it in the back of his waistband, but didn't even have enough time. The man is shot, and then the shooter, you can see him grabbing the jewelry off of him, also points the gun to the girlfriend who's having lunch with him, takes some of her jewelry, but she is not shot.
Now let's talk about the girlfriend, because at first, wasn't there kind of like an implication that maybe she was involved in some way on this?
The implication was she
had posted a picture
from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles where this happened.
So the location, she's saying where we are.
Where we are, and she posts a picture of the food,
She's
the chicken
where
and
we
the
are.
waffles, not of them, not that she's with him. And then the shooting happens. But what we didn't know now that we do, what we didn't know then that we know now is that that photo had nothing to do with the murder of PnB Rock. The setup had started the minute he walked into the restaurant. He's wearing $500,000 in jewelry. There's someone there who spots him, does a fist bump. We see this on the video. He contacts someone else, a father and son team. And the food was delayed by almost 40 minutes. But it was just slow that day in the restaurant. So keep that in mind.
I ain't gonna lie, they did that boy greasy game, because 40 minutes, first off, I'm out of there. I'm not waiting on no Roscoe's for 40 minutes when I can go to another Roscoe's. Second of all, bro, when you dine in, your priority. It's no reason it should have took 40 minutes. And I know it wasn't busy, gang. I know it wasn't.
That video.
Not busy like, Roscoe's be busy, but I'm talking about busy in that sense.
And it was
40
those
minutes.
two that were responsible for the death of PnB.
Wait, it was two.
The whole set was that video, that photo till much later. And it was those two that were responsible for the death of PnB. And it was, the whole setup was just to steal all his jewelry.
Wow. Well, you've been following crime stories for years. I mean, this was your beat as a general assignment reporter. I mean, the show's now 2 months on the air.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of response are you getting from folks?
Wonderful. We're here in Philadelphia talking about this incredible case. We need to
Incredible
set the record
case sound
straight.
crazy.
She blamed herself. The girlfriend blamed herself for this murder, that it was all her fault. It wasn't her fault. We need to make sure
that's good
that everyone knows
clarification,
that,
though.
because social media and other celebrities jumped all over her, blaming her. So it's important to have that discussion, to tell the entire story of a crime.
As opposed to news nuggets.
Yes.
This is what I always tell people. You don't know the full story until you know the full story.
Exactly. And today we can tell you the full story. It's the entire half-hour episode on tonight here on your station.
This is a great focus, and I mean, I know the folks here in Philadelphia, because of the connection with Germantown, people are going to be very interested.
They should be. I think it will be very revealing about what happened. He never stood a chance. And then the agony that she goes through in the interrogation room, she couldn't go to the hospital with him.
Wow.
Well, you see her fear and her agony as you know, the world is just blaming her for something, and she starts blaming herself, and it wasn't her fault.
Well, we look forward to watching this. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, you can watch True Crime News tonight and every night on our sister station.
True Crime News. It's not even what I was supposed to be looking up. Hold on. Let me go find that real fast. That was good insight, though. That was good. That was a good intro to what we about to see. But, yeah, let me see what's good real fast. True Crime, Philly. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think this is up right now, bro. Yeah. I think they fried me. I ain't gonna lie. I just got clickbaited. Let me see if anybody talking about it in the comments. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's really been 2 years. She is owed an apology. I'm pretty sure she got it. Yeah, I don't see nothing. No. You can watch full episode at 9 p.m. on Philly 57. Damn, so I had to watch it live? Nah, that's cap. That's cap. Alright, let's try this real fast. If this don't work, I'm so sorry, y'all. But if this video longer, just know I found it. Gee. This is my last bet. Found it. Alright, let's jump into it right now. You feel me? Let's jump it. Damn, this shit kind of long. Let me make sure I got the storage for this motherfucker. Hold on. Gotta make sure I got the storage. Let's do it. Sheesh. Let me see if I can break anything down from this.
I'm Anna Garcia, right now on a special edition of True Crime News.
What's good, Anna?
He was a rising hip-hop star from Philadelphia who performed with Ed Sheeran and Chance the Rapper until the artist known as PnB Rock.
I ain't gonna lie, he performed with people way bigger than that.
While eating
But
lunch with his fiancée. A True Crime News exclusive, never-before-seen surveillance video of the crime as it unfolded. The father
niggas
and son
running.
Suspects trying to cover their tracks. Was it pre-planned or a robbery gone wrong? I sit down with the lead prosecutor to get exclusive new details.
He sets it on fire blocks away from his residence and walks back home.
What PnB Rock's fiance, the mother of his daughter, told police.
he said it. So look, if y'all don't know, the person that did the shooting, they did the crime in their own car already out the gate. Did it in their car or like a girl car, something involving them or a girl that's related to them. And then they set the car on fire. Dumb shit. Like, you should have drove that shit off a cliff or something.
He was murdered right in front of her.
She was on it.
And there's finally justice for PnB Rock.
They don't got no kids together?
For true crime starts right now.
Because if they got kids together and she talking about he was all I had, that's OD. That's OD.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Rakim Allen, better known as rapper PnB Rock, a hip-hop artist from Philadelphia, was shot and killed while having lunch with his fiancée here in Los Angeles. Today, True Crime News has exclusive, never-before-seen videos and interviews that shed new light on what really happened that day. A camera lens is trained on a restaurant parking lot and also inside. This
damn, gang, you know you in the trench, gang. If this was West Hollywood or if this was the Valley, Calabasas, nigga, this shit gonna be 4K. They know they dead wrong for putting this 360 up here, gang. This is like 360.
Murder about to go down.
Yeah, nah, he came up gun blazing.
A spontaneous stop at an iconic Los Angeles restaurant.
Good fist bump.
Gold, greed, and bullets. Ending in carnage and one of the East Coast rising rap stars lying in a pool of blood.
That's sick.
He was a guest in our community and was gunned down by a cowardly act.
He was PnB Rock, a Philadelphia rapper with a loyal following and a taste for extravagance. His real name was Rakim Allen, but he fashioned his stage name after the streets where he grew up.
PnB Rock was paying homage to his neighborhood, and Pastorius and Bainton was the areas of the streets in which he lived on. So he came up with the name PnB Rock.
Featured in major music magazines like Rolling Stone's.
I'm glad they didn't try to degrade his name or whatnot and degrade him in this situation. Like, they didn't try to connect anything like, oh, PnB was this and he was out in California and maybe he could have, you feel me? So I rock with that for sure.
And Double XL's freshman class of 2017.
As an artist,
late but deserved.
The fence between R&B and rap, and that's something that a lot of people couldn't do.
R&B historian Tyrone Dubois says PnB was a master at meshing music genres. How significant was it that he
can sing and rap,
the Philadelphia area?
PnB Rock's success was based upon the one thing that very few people are able to do: rise from the ashes and make the negativity in his life turn into something positive.
His own story was tightly linked to the energy of the streets, where he learned about violence early on.
His father passed away based on a gang war.
His older brother was murdered, so he himself experienced death at an early age.
I hope they don't bring up him going to jail.
His brother's death on X, sharing, "It ain't right," but he'd push past the grief and pain through music.
He started off selling out of his trunk, and then
they know they dead wrong for that picture.
PnB landed a record deal and launched hit songs like Issues, which showcases his love of expensive jewelry. As the money,
bro, they're doing bad on giving people a recap of PnB Rock. They could have chose a way better song than Issues.
By posting to social media, mostly highlighting his love for expensive jewelry. A love that would ultimately cost him his life.
Not for bragging, but for, celebrating yourself, celebrating your wealth,
success, exactly.
That you've made in the industry, which I do believe made him an instant target at that particular time.
It was
because if he would have just popped out regular, even if he was in the whip he was in and just popped out regular, no jewels on him, I think he could have skated by. But I think it's the jewels, bro. I think it's the jewels.
Stephanie Sibunhung, who is the mother of his daughter, stopped at the iconic Roscoe's in South LA.
He had 2 watches, several chains, rings on his fingers, and these were not just costume jewelry. chains that, do gain attention.
For those who may not know, where they chose to eat is not a celebrity haunt. This is where you go when you want to fly under the radar.
Absolutely. I said, quite frankly, $500,000 reasons, $500,000 worth of reasons to come and take advantage of this young man.
PnB Rock and Stephanie had been partners
For
for
2
years,
bands.
visiting LA
All them niggas
for
got
a
was 2
business
bands, I
meeting and
think.
to celebrate an engagement party for fellow rap star T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Where the partiers compared their assets on social media
That's
posts.
hard.
Come on, man. Hey, peas, rollies. Yeah.
But PnB Rock and Stephanie dressed down to head to Roscoe's, and Stephanie had raised concerns about him wearing so much jewelry in a restaurant. He declined, telling her it's in God's hands. This surveillance footage shows PnB Rock and Stephanie walking in. It's lunchtime, 12:28 p.m. As they wait, a man seated to the right fist bumps the rapper, but the couple is quickly taken to a table. The waitress can later be seen bringing their food.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that Roscoe's big as hell though. Look, I got a story I'm gonna say after this, but that Roscoe's big as hell. That
Meal
Roscoe's
to
big.
Instagram, geotagging the restaurant's South LA location. But what they don't know, outside in the parking lot, a plot is being hatched to rob the rapper of the $500,000 in jewelry that he's wearing.
Although it was 12:30, I think this was like a Tuesday. This was not a day that you would think that you need to keep your head on the swivel or be alert to crime.
Fuck no,
or
you gotta
someone
keep your head
trying
on the
to
swivel
jack me,
every
rob
day.
me, steal from me.
But at 1:16 p.m., a gunman walks inside ready to score.
There was some sort of
They green, bro. They sent the young nigga in there. The young nigga just was ready to
1:17
crash.
p.m., the unarmed security guard notices the commotion.
Oh, he's pussy. See, that's the bad thing about this situation is like, bro, a seasoned, experienced, or a smart robber knows, bro. Don't cause no friction if you don't have to. He got shot for no reason, gang. He got shot for no reason. He ain't give it, and especially if they talking about he ain't even have a chance to give it up. Bro was just
flees. Seconds later,
trigger happy.
PnB Rock is shot. His fiancée Stephanie, restaurant patrons, and employees watch in horror. Others flee. 1:22 p.m. LAPD officers arrive on the scene within 5 minutes. They attempt to save
LA
the
don't
rapper,
fuck around
who
with
is
them
still
guns.
breathing. 3 bullets have ripped through his chest and back. The crime scene, a mix of blood, jewels, and the gun PnB Rock had stored in his belt, resting on the table.
gang.
Standing in the doorway of Roscoe's, a traumatized Stephanie carries her phone, but as she runs to join PnB Rock in the ambulance, LAPD officers escort her to their car. Stephanie is soon at headquarters answering questions.
I don't want to answer no questions, gang. Like, come on now, you ain't tripping.
We're back now with more of our exclusive investigation into the murder of Philadelphia rapper PnB Rock.
All these police called an ambulance.
Roscoe's from
Facts.
South LA, where bullets had been flying just minutes before.
No.
Philadelphia rapper PnB Rock has been shot 3 times and is barely holding on, as seen in exclusive footage obtained by True Crime News.
This is so weird though. Why they showing the pump in the body, gang?
Officers pull the rapper's distraught fiancée back as she appears to reach for an item on the floor, later revealed to be PnB's diamond pendant from his necklace. As cops work the scene, word quickly spreads. PnB Rock was dead, and the questions begin.
A murder occurred following a posting on Instagram or social media. The posting of that may have led to these individuals learning where he was at.
Social media
Allegedly.
users immediately start blaming Stephanie's geotagged Instagram post showing
Which is
her meal.
crazy.
It's my fault. Oh my God.
Stephanie blames herself, as seen in this police interview video hours after the murder.
I was down here, yeah. It was low key, there wasn't no one in there. When me posting that chicken and the waffles.
This is unfortunately happening way too often.
Just 2 years earlier, New York rapper Pop Smoke was robbed and killed in the Hollywood Hills after thieves learned his location from a social media post.
Going outside, gang.
Nicki Minaj posting on X, after Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts.
Stephanie, I wouldn't
To show waffles. Exactly.
That's a lot of jewelry on.
Yeah, I told him to take it off.
As Stephanie replays the tragic moments for cops, she is pleading to understand what happened to PnB.
My text messages, everybody's saying sorry for your loss. What is the media saying? Is he okay?
Nearly a minute passes.
I'm sorry.
He passed away.
He did.
Are you serious?
Yes. Okay.
She appears to be in shock.
I'm very sorry. Do you have people out here that's gonna be by your side?
He's alright.
But as cops continue their questions, they soon learn from Stephanie herself someone in the restaurant that day seemed suspicious after spotting PnB's bling.
How did they know you guys were in there? Besides the posting of anything.
Felt like he got civil.
Before long, the deputy DA confirms their investigation shows PnB was set up, and Stephanie's post had nothing to do with it.
In that photograph was only the food. There wasn't an arm or jewelry or any type of wearable items, nothing valuable on the post. That could not have given enough time to orchestrate a plan.
Instead, it all started with a man named Tremont Jones.
Does anybody know who
Great.
they are when they walk in?
Immediately, Tremont Jones, the gentleman who was sitting right inside the door that fist bumped PnB Rock, knew who he was. Tremont Jones loiters at the Roscoe's. That's just his hangout spot.
Detectives soon gathered hours of
Loiters,
surveillance video
damn.
that pieces together exactly what happened in the minutes leading up to PnB's murder and after. From the moment Tremont walks outside, he alerts another man named Freddie Trone to come to Roscoe's. Prosecutors say they acted like two
Green.
old-school gangsters.
So how is it
Green.
that Tremont
They went out
Jones
green.
tells Freddie Trone who and what is going on?
The information was relayed, who and what, and the opportunity to get maybe $500,000 is sitting inside this restaurant.
It wasn't the first time PnB was targeted in LA. He talked about it with podcaster DJ Academics over a week before the Roscoe shooting.
You know, somebody trying to.
Did y'all give him a bag for this or what?
It's gangsters out there on Fairfax. LA is like they bold.
At Roscoe's, surveillance cameras record Freddie
Nah,
Trone
G.
arriving in the parking lot. He chats with Jones.
They're speaking, and at this point is where
Does his son come in at?
Conspiracy was triggered.
Trone leaves, but quickly returns with his own 17-year-old son.
The son is dropped off. He exits the rear driver's side, and he has a full face covering and this very distinctive purple Fruity
He got the gun in his
Pebbles
hand already?
Cops say Tremont Jones stays outside as the teen brushes past him.
Once he's inside,
These niggas
Tremont
be
Jones
hoes.
knows plan is in action. And at that point, we're seconds away from seeing a muzzle flash captured inside a very grainy camera inside Roscoe's.
Stephanie recounts the horrifying minute-by-minute details when the 17-year-old approaches them.
As soon as he walked in, he pointed the gun at his stomach. He said, "Give me all that. I'll shoot you right now." And he just started shooting him. He took his rings off, necklaces off, took his watches off, and he made me take my watch off. He said, "Give me that right now. I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the head." It was so scary.
Before he flees, the teenage gunman can be seen snatching diamond jewelry from PnB's body. Prosecutors say the gunman's dad, Freddie Trone, was outside in a waiting car, and all the suspects made a quick getaway.
Green. Yeah, need some good commercial breaks, gang. Like, cause this was on TV first.
During a robbery.
So it's like, nah, there's some like suspenseful cliffhanging.
In
Yeah.
Philadelphia, fans of rapper PnB Rock gather in the neighborhood where he grew up, dancing to his music and celebrating his life. And Los Angeles police are on the trail of his killers. This surveillance video shows Freddie Trone and his teenage son walking near their apartment minutes after the shooting. The son has changed clothes and not long after tosses a bag into a dumpster. You think they threw away their clothes that would have all sorts of incriminating evidence?
As far as the shooter, yes.
Early the next morning, cops say Freddie Trone leaves the apartment and torches the getaway car. The same car seen picking up the hitman at Roscoe's.
So the car is the Buick Enclave. He sets it on fire blocks away from his residence and walks back home.
Investigators learned the car is registered to Freddie's wife, Chantel Trone.
I knew it was connected to somebody.
And the suspected 17-year-old son and gunman are arrested. But Freddie Trone is nowhere to be found.
I hope she got out of jail though, because I don't think she had nothing to do with it.
His face is now on internet beside PnB Rock.
Freddie flees to Las Vegas. The DA says his girlfriend, Wynesha Evans, drives him out of town.
Oh, it's over with, gang. It's toast. She definitely did do something.
Drives him to Nevada.
But before long, Trone is captured. LAPD homicide investigators head to Vegas and grill him as heard in this exclusive interrogation audio.
He goes by PnB Rock. This is the case that we're investigating right now.
That's really unfortunate. God bless that young man. So.
Freddie denies
he's
he and
sick.
his wife are involved in the Roscoe's murder.
If y'all figured this guy, my son did it, why didn't you hurt him?
You're in here for murder. For 187.
But cops can pin Freddie, his son, and others to the heist and murder through the hours of surveillance footage. Trone, Tremont Jones, his wife and girlfriend, along with his juvenile son, all face charges.
One thing that Freddie Trone said on the stand that I really highlighted is he himself said his son was dangerous.
In a Los Angeles
What
courtroom,
the
Freddie Trone is convicted of murder and robbery. Tremont Jones is found guilty of robbery and conspiracy to commit robbery. Freddie's wife, Chantel Trone, pleaded no contest to accessory after the fact. And Wynesha Evans pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact. Did you ever find the jewelry?
No.
Did you find the murder weapon?
No.
Oh, so you got a conviction without a murder weapon.
That's
no
tough.
Murder weapon, no property recovered, nothing.
Justice was served, but with little comfort to PnB Rock's family and his fiancée, Stephanie, who called him their shining light. When we come back, PnB Rock's mother reacts to the verdict, plus the latest on the 17-year-old accused of pulling the trigger. While justice has been served for 4 of the 5 people involved in PnB Rock's murder, the alleged gunman, who was 17 at the time of the killing, is being held in a juvenile facility.
He's about to get
after
out.
A judge ruled that he is not competent to stand trial. PnB Rock's heartbroken mother, Deanna Allen, spoke outside of court shortly after Freddie Lee Trone was convicted of her son's murder.
Well, we are just very happy that we're
He's not the one that pulled the trigger, but hey.
Is solely and sorely missed.
He part of the reason.
And especially the young people in my family. Like my younger nieces and nephews, they really are devastated. And they looked up to him so much as a hero to the family. And now that he's gone, they're so sad they don't know what to do.
That's sick, gang. That's so sick, bro. Look. Justice was served. Cool. But respectfully, bro, this whole situation could have been avoided. Like, without going in there. Like, going in there, it was raps. It was raps once he stepped foot in there. From the second he walked in, he already got recognized. It's done. It's done. As soon as bro fist bumped me, I probably would have cleared it. Like if I was in his shoes. So I really feel like this was just a bad situation, gang. This is really messed up. The Roscoe's that they went to, I've been to in the parking lot. I'll say that. I've been to in the parking lot. I think I went twice. One time I was on foot. And I think the wait time was too long, so we had to go find somewhere else to eat. And I think we didn't even choose no more soul food after that. And the other time I was by myself. I'm driving in the parking lot, and I just get a bad, itchy feeling, gang. Like G shit. I get a weird feeling right when I'm about to park, and I just leave and I go to Roscoe's on Pico something, Pico Boulevard or something like that. So yeah, I could honestly say like the energy is in the air, bro. And for him to have a gun on him and him not to feel that extra sense of energy, it's like, gang, bro. Like, damn, bro, you couldn't feel the energy in the air. Like, shit was just like shit just when shit weird, bro. You know shit weird, gang. Like that's a messed up situation. Like on all ends, gang. I can't even lie to you, bro. But RIP to PnB Rock. Justice was served for the most part. The son gonna get out. The son gonna get out by the time he's 25. It's done. It's over with for him. But for he never gonna see his parents again. I guess that's what you could say about that one. But yeah, man. And it's all at the hands of him because he wanted to crash. He didn't give him no. He ain't even give him no countdown. Like, you got 10 seconds to give me this. Like they talking about he said what he said, and 2 seconds later, boom. So yeah, it's like he really didn't stand a chance, gang. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I think if PnB had a chance, he probably would have fought too. I don't know. You know, niggas like that, like they got a real ego trip, especially in front of their girl. So I don't know. Like, thankfully he didn't fight because he probably would have been getting talked down upon, or they probably would have just tried to shame him for it. But I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a real messed up situation for real.